So what if your words could shape reality? Echoes of the End lets you wield that power literally. So this game really caught my eye because this studio, Mirror Games, and I'm butchering the name for sure, they're an Icelandic or Slavic studio, and they came online. Like, they lean into, like, we're an indie studio, we're really small, we're taking a big risk making this game. And it is, because this game looks really good. And then when you think about, hey, this game is made by 40 people, and it's like a Dark Souls-ish game, or like they call this a AA game, and it definitely very much is that. I mean, they're doing a very good job on social media, because, like, usually with a AA game, you're like, okay, what are the limitations of this game? What am I being shown, but I'm not being seen? A bunch of other stuff that is going to sort of bring down my expectations of it. But what is it? So it's a narrative-driven fantasy story. It focuses on Rin, a former assassin with the power to manipulate matter. So you have, like, gravity powers and other sorts of different powers in the game. On top of the sword combat, Rin has this unique ability to deconstruct and reconstruct matter, and it impacts combat. And besides combat, there's also puzzle solving. So this sort of thing makes me think of, like, the modern Tomb Raider games, I guess, if you can call them kind of modern, where it sort of shifted into some action, some puzzle solving, but also being in, like, really beautiful environments, telling a very emotional story, especially with that first remake of Tomb Raider in the early 2010s. I don't know if you remember, but you guys know about that. That game was super famous. So the game has a lot of, like, stunning Icelandic inspired visuals with motion capture. I mean, amazing that this small studio on a very thin budget managed to get motion capture shit done. It is an open world again, and again, that's kind of cool because, like, I remember Adam playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and man, like, I could see Adam was getting tired playing that game because it went on forever and ever and ever. And you know, I used to think that was just Adam, but then, like, I've seen multiple videos where people complained that Valhalla was just way too long. So this is kind of good, right? That Echoes at the End is not open world, so you get to do the story. It's 20 to 30 hours, maybe. We still don't know about the timing of it, and then you're done, which could, again, appeal to me. I did not notice the length of the game like Veilguard. Like, I finished Veilguard the other day at like 53 hours or so, and I had not done 50 hours in the game in a very long time. So besides the story, right, there's also some good character development, good character sort of relationships and storytelling. So there's a relationship between Rune and the character Sidra. This game is published by Prime Matter. This is their very first game, as I sort of hinted to at the intro. And I think this also sort of ties into the theme we're talking about. In gaming, we're moving into a situation where, like, AAA games cost too much money. We've seen sort of studios say, hey, this took us, like, I mean, what GTA 6 has cost $600 million to make, or something, like some crazy amount of money, right? Other games have cost hundreds of millions of dollars to make, right? And we're moving into a situation where, like, hey, I like this studio, I'm going to give them some money, like I've done for my time at X series, right? Where every Kickstarter, I give them some money, and every Kickstarter, they've earned progressively more money with my time at Evershine earning over $1 million, right? Impressive amounts of money. And I think we, as gamers, especially as older gamers who have wallets to open, we can now support students, say, hey, thank you for making this amazing game. This is what I wanted. This is the kind of game I'm looking for. And then EA and Ubisoft, hey, Sucker Punch, maybe that's probably the wrong company to throw in there, is probably not going to make the kind of game that I want. So I'm happy for this. So I think we need more companies to take a risk, and we need them to be rewarded for these risks. And especially offering games at lower price points, not doing the $80 or the $90 or the $70 games. Say, hey, let's do this as a throwback. Here's a $50 game with $50 worth of value. It's not AAA, but it's still going to be awesome. It's still going to do new things. It's still going to make you feel like, hey, this is worth it for me, even though it's not coming from someone I would have liked and I would have had high expectations for. I took a risk because you took a risk, and I'm happy that I bought this game and supported it. Now I have a new franchise that I love. So I'm excited. I think we need more new games. And I know, for me, I'm lucky, right? There's so many new card games, so many new, like, cozy indie games. Those are easy to develop, but it's very difficult to develop a full-on 3D action Souls-like combat puzzler game with 40 people in the studio, especially living in Europe where costs are higher. So if you're interested, check out the Steam page. Make sure you wishlist. This is just on Steam, I believe. And then, I think if they do well, they'll probably get a console port at some point in the future and probably get it at number 2. But Echoes of the End looks cool. It's something I would like to play, especially since we're covering RPGs these days. But yeah, let me know what you think.